Okay, Darren is going over here and he's got the pump in his hand. What we're going to do is we're going to change out this pump. The problem we ran into is this pump is great. The problem is leaves aren't great and they stop it up. The one he's got here is a 2-inch pump and it goes down to an inch. That one there was 1/2 inch on both the bottom and the top, which produces nice height, but doesn't produce the volume, and it also gets stopped up with leaves. Well, this shouldn't do that. It's got a strainer for big leaves, but anything trashy will go through it and pump out the top. That's what we want. This over here is something we did recent. This is where Darren will show you, we put in, you remember on some of the other episodes, we had a pipe that was hanging down. So we thought we'd get a pipe that's sturdy, that we didn't have to worry about angling and bending and whatnot. So we put in about 1 7/8 inches. I don't remember the actual size of that.
Just under a 2.
Just under a 2, and we put it in this right here, folks, is a 2-inch PVC pipe. It's now black, but it was white. And we stuck that in it. We dug down in the ground a couple feet, 3 feet, I think, because that was a 10-foot long strip, and I think we cut about 3 foot off. So it's down the ground quite a ways, and that simply pivots down in that pipe. And this is our bug killer that we have, and we did it so that we would be able to service it and be able to put it where we want it over the pond.
And now we're moving it so we can get the pump out. And we don't have to worry about it getting the electronics wet in the motor.
All right, the other one's still working, folks, but it stops every once in a while. Okay, Darren, what are we doing now?
Well, we're fixing Dad's pump, or changing out a pump. The only thing we didn't think about is I took all Dad's PVC pipe. So we're gonna have to make a little change. All righty. Okay, now here's our upright here.
Darren, can I show some of my artwork?
Sure.
Darren's always tried to protect Bigfoot. A lot of times he'll show Bigfoot, what human tracks look like, so he can avoid them.
You know that it's some of the most original you've seen, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's original, yes. Unique.
What do you mean laughable? I don't understand.
I need to grab a pair of clippers, and I didn't grab them. But this will definitely be enough. I'm a little nervous. That might be oh, see, Peppy's getting a drink.
Yeah, gets wet, and I never figured out how come the dog was getting wet. Folks, here's what was happening. The dog was getting wet every time he came in the house, and I couldn't figure what it was. And what the deal is, he's drinking water where that actual water hits, and he's getting wet. I thought it was raining outside all the time. Didn't know it was a dog just sitting under the fountain.
Dog.
But it didn't even bother him.
I was just trying to find other uses for turkeys rather than Thanksgiving dinner. I'm sure there's something out there that they could be good at.
He got some clippers, not that we would forget a tool, but we forgot a tool. So now he's getting in there with clippers so he can take the zip ties off of what's holding up the holder, or the pump actually on the holder.
All righty.
Okay, is that a 1 inch or is that bigger?
I have no idea yet. I think it feels like it's dangerously close to 1 inch.
Uh-oh.
We'll find out.
Yeah, that looks like 1 inch.
What do you guys think? That 1 inch?
That's 1 inch.
That's 1 inch. That's okay.
We could mount it on the bottom and top of that and make it part of the pump. What do you think? He's thinking, folks. I can see the smoke right.
Shoot out the sides. Let's say 1 inch caps.
Yeah, without caps. Okay, we have to look and see if we got caps.
All right, while we're here, let's go ahead and see if this is a 3/4 or a garden hose adapter or garden hose size.
And if not, folks, it'll be a break as I go to Ace Hardware and get a piece of 1 inch.
Male to male. I'm going to go and
You're going to try male to male. Okay, we've got to get an adapter.
got to get an adapter. Let me go hunt an adapter.
Darren's always claiming that I say duct tape for everything. Now, that's not true. I mean, there's bound to be something you can't use duct tape for. I just haven't found it yet.
Darren, what are you doing? Pulling stuff off my truck?
It's hard to believe, but Dad didn't have some PVC pipe. We
Now,
rectified
I'm the king
that.
of PVC pipe till I gave it all to you.
Now it's all sitting at my house.
Ace Hardware calls me if they don't have a product. I usually have one of the PVC pipes.
Hey, do you have that weird fitting?
Yeah, I've got 2 of them. You want me to take the price tag off of them? Or?
Excuse me, puppy dog.
I got a puppy dog there that's going to escape for a short time, but it's cold.
He's got to hold so it doesn't get too far away anymore.
He doesn't get very far away. But you saw the escape look on his face. Okay, that's how you pick up PVC pipe, folks, and how to set it down.
Put it
So
over
if you
here.
ever want to know about how to do that,
We've already utilized for what we need to prove out our pump.
oh, okay, we've already
It's all
the other
done.
part, I see.
Well, if you come over here, I'll show you. All right.
So you've been working here, it looks like.
Don't tell anybody. Still have it open so it doesn't get head pressure. Those pumps don't like head pressure. But I've gone ahead and we've changed out the fitting. So now the air hose is the garden hose, which is running air, is going to our burp pump.
Can I tell you something I was thinking about?
What?
Run the garden hose down the 2-inch pipe and run it down with the pump and it go down in the center. Would that be a smart move?
No,
Okay, you said
because I already did it.
Okay, well, just a thought. It was just weird. Okay.
No, it's a really good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. All right.
Did you hear him, folks? He bragged on my idea. Of course, he has to do work, and that is
Most
the
of the
problem.
ideas for Dad, it ends up me doing more work.
A lot of times I wait till he's already done something before
Yeah.
I mention it.
Yeah, that was a great idea. We should have had 10 minutes ago.
Well, I watched him outside the window doing it. And I thought,
giggling.
well, I could have told him, but
I could have, but it would be fun.
he wouldn't have anything to film, you see. So my thoughts were, I was thinking of you, Darren.
No, but not my best interest.
Well, you don't get enough exercise. I worry about your exercise thing. And with me around, I figure
No, there's never.
that you could probably get a lot more exercise. What we're doing, folks, is we've got a holder here that holds it straight up and down. My suggestion was run the water hose, which is actually our air line, down it, and run it right down to where it will be in the middle of the pond, and it won't have that ugly water hose showing running into the pond. The fish have written me notes telling me not to do that.
They're all up in arms about
The
it.
koi are just very picky about such
They're
matters.
not very coy about it.
They're very coy about it. He
I
said
felt bad on
joke.
that one.
He did that joke, folks. I was
Yeah,
I
Dad's innocent on that one. That was all me.
too embarrassed to do that joke.
Oh, I doubt that, but yeah.
You know how sophisticated my jokes are. I've gone through the chicken across the road so many times, people have complained. See what he's doing, folks? He's going to go ahead and put that in there, but he didn't put enough hose out there to reach the pipe.
Oh,
so he won't discover that for just a minute. That may have been tighter than we thought. This is, you can't get there from here, folks. There we go. And being a Christmas season, he put that red tape on there to be jolly. He's just that way.
Wonder if Dad's gonna notice that. I was like, I just did that because I thought, well, I don't want to glue it because we may change stuff. You know, we don't know if we like it or not. I thought, well,
Folks, when it was 100 degrees, I felt real bad for Darren because I don't want him out in 100-degree weather in the water and everything like that. So I waited till it's the middle of winter to do this. And
what's the best time to work on pumps? Obviously, the holiday season.
the holiday season's when you do it and break the ice on the pond and stuff, just so he gets the ability. Refreshing is the thing. And we always do this around Christmas time, so it's the coldest. He liked my idea, folks. He did like it.
I thought it was a good idea. Well, I don't know.
Uh-oh, he said good. I heard the word good.
It was an adequate idea.
Must have been a colloquial or whatever that error was. I'm sure what they call that. But I like the candy cane look. Makes it festive.
I thought it might be funny.
There was a lot of promiscuous jocularity going on there. It will hit the fence pretty well the way you... Oh, there you go.
Okay. Now, other than spraying Dad with the water, I mean...
Well, he does that occasionally just to keep me clean, basically.
I didn't want him to... All right. Okay, maybe we should turn off this.
That's scary. Either the pipe we've got it on is not working.
No, it's just...
Okay, folks. I think we've got water. We've got water. We did go to half-inch pipe. We thought we'd get greater height, but we lost a huge amount of volume. Did you turn it down or did it just...
Yeah, I turned it down. I opened up another one.
All right. So I think that's going to work. We're just going to have to sort of...
I'm going to wiggle this.
This is called tweaking.
High-tech solutions for low-tech answers. Uh-oh.
Have to turn up some more air, maybe?
Yeah, I'm going to. I like where it's falling now, so now let's try giving it some more air.
Well, everything. Fish need air. Men need air. So a pump has to have air. It got a lot. It got a lot more. See, folks, it gets a lot more volume when you use 1-inch pipe. We've got a 2-inch pipe with a strainer for the leaf situation. And then we've got a 1-inch pipe that it's squirting water out. You can see the vast difference in the quantity of water. So that's the burp pump, the original one that I made.
Let's see if I turn down air just a touch.
He's going to see if he can prevent the neighbor from getting wet. Of course, the neighbor might like getting wet. I don't know. But that's a vast amount of water. A vast.
That was our problem.
All right. Folks, what mistake was, we call it a mistake. We put it the 1/2-inch pipe. We did get more height, but less volume. And that's just much more impressive as a fountain.
Well, we thought it was cheaper to build them out a 1/2-inch. But
he subtly said I was a cheapskate. Did you hear that?
We were also experimenting with things. And we thought narrowing the pipe would give us more distance. I don't know if that's true either.
No, I'm thinking the 1-inch pipe.
I think the 1-inch pipe may be the way to go.
Yeah, folks, that is what, half on or...
Oh, yeah, I've got it leaking a little bit of water,
and
a little air.
That is 4 pounds of air pressure, folks, pushing that water up that high. So I think we've got a winner, and the dog will be wet more than normal when he comes over to drink.
Not such a hot dog, but a wet dog.
All right.